What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Swifty and Marvel back again, bringing you another intensive treatment-esque video. This isn't a podcast. It's not an ITTV, um, but it is a intensive treatment content video, I guess you could say. But we just kind
Question
of,
mark? Yeah.
yeah, question mark. That should be the thumbnail, big ass question mark. But we just kind of wanted to come on here quickly and briefly talk about the channel and all of you awesome subscribers out there in YouTube land. Because we just hit a milestone. We just hit 25 subs, and you know, we're we're pretty happy about it, to say the least. I mean, I wasn't sure how having a solo channel for this podcast was going to go, but both Marvel and I agreed that we wanted to kind of like split it off into a separate thing, entirely from my channel. And you know, a couple of the videos have been doing really well, and we're super thrilled that you guys are enjoying the content and keeping up to date with it, especially because that's what helps us out is you guys watching it and interacting with it, and we couldn't, you know, thank you enough for doing that. But yeah, Marvel, what was it like hearing the offer from me being like, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast?" Because I don't know, we're already in a couple of podcasts if you guys didn't know together before that. And we're still in one together.
Yeah.
Soon to be done because we are moving up in the world with intensive treatment. And speaking nerd podcast shall be no more. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so was this something that you thought would be long term, or just kind of like a one off thing with like, oh, we'll talk about Arkham a couple times or whatever?
Well, it's funny because when you brought up the idea of us doing a podcast together, like just the two of us, because we had gotten so used to having four people kind of ramble and talk about shit. And I was just like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And I think you were like, also, it's an Arkham podcast. And I'm like, you already had me sold, dude. I'm already on you for that. So, um, and at first I was like the first episode went really smooth and we recorded a couple right afterwards, and then we took our extended vacation
The
for
common theme here.
it was like 6 months, 8 months, something like that. It had been a while.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was going to be a podcast going forward. And there were a couple times where we were just kind of scratching our heads trying to figure out some ideas to showcase. But I think it's gone pretty well so far, as far as the flow of content. So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, me too. And I hope that as the year goes on, obviously we have a new Arkham game coming out, so that's really great for us because we're gonna have so much to talk about. Um, it it would have been interesting to see how this podcast would have done while something like Arkham Knight was coming out and we were getting DLC, because man, we would have probably done really well because the Arkham community was popping off back then.
Yeah.
Um, but now we potentially could have more Arkham games in the future, and I know that James Gunn doesn't want this to be the end of the Arkhamverse. So hopefully we're gonna have a lot more content, a lot more to talk about, and hopefully you guys stick around to go on that journey with us because this is really awesome. And our Arkham Shadow video is doing super well, so you
Yeah,
should go check that
surprisingly, I didn't think it would get as many views as it did, but like
out either.
it's been a climb, and I'm glad people are tuning in and realizing that we exist. So
Yeah. I was really surprised that our main Batsuit ranking video got so many views. It's almost at 200, I think.
yeah.
So yeah, really pleasant surprise for us. But it gives me more of an initiative to like want to push out content, definitely. Um, I think when you sort of see that people maybe aren't watching as much, or it's just your average views, sometimes you can get a little discouraged. I definitely do. I don't know, but
Yeah.
when stuff like that happens, it makes me want to be like, all right, let's record some episodes and push out some content, and it's a good feeling because you feel like you're working, but it's not the kind of work that is a drag and you don't look forward to. Because I love this podcast. I love talking with Marvel about my favorite video games ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving forward, um, Yeah, is there anything that you are looking forward to in the future of the Intensive Treatment podcast? Maybe in like the near future, this year probably is what I'm thinking.
Near future, well, we definitely have some ideas for episodes like down the line, which sound like they could be really fun. Whether it was just dumb random tidbits or like discussion pieces that I kind of want to get into.
Yeah.
And also, I was thinking like the podcast is fun and all, but we could try other avenues like the lives. Like we've been streaming recently. We've done a couple
Mhm.
streams, and those have been a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
definitely more of those. Um, we could do, I don't know, like a commentary track over Assault on Arkham.
Yeah.
Watching the movie, talking about our feelings.
Yeah.
I suggested an idea of doing let's plays of each game. So just kind of going through in order: Asylum, City, Origins, you know, going through all of them, kind of reminiscing about the series in general. And you know, it's in the beta stages, I'd say. But
Yeah, it is. But I think all that stuff, it would make this channel so much fun for us, especially because we don't have to just record podcasts like you were saying.
right,
It's like, yeah, we can just play video games and hang out sometimes and talk. And I think it'll be fun for our viewers as well. Um, because they're not just going to watch podcasts anymore. They're going to be like, "Oh, they're live. Let's go hang out in the chat and talk to a bunch of Arkham fans." So, and I'm hoping that that's where it gets at a certain point is, you know, where one of the main Arkham channels would be awesome. I mean,
mhm.
that'd be great. But we'll see what happens. I have hope for the future that we're going to do well. Because I think as long as we're enjoying what we're doing, it'll be good. So, yeah. I don't have much else to add other than thank you all for subscribing and keeping up to date with all our content and supporting us and sharing and liking and all that stuff. Um, and being a part of the conversation in the comments section.
Yeah.
But is there anything you want to add?
I just basically what you said, like, a thank you to everyone for tuning in and enjoying our latest stream of content as of lately, because obviously we've been having a lot of fun doing it, and we hope that all of you are enjoying what we have to say about the games and the series that we love so dearly. So, lots to look forward to.
Yeah. Guys, on that note, real quick, is there anything you're working on that you want to share for your personal channel?
On my channels, I am working on a 250 subscriber special video, and I just released my video on the Batman Brave and the Bold video game with AJ. So be sure to check that out, and also hit that button bell, and get your notifications when you know the deal, the deal by now.
Mm-hmm.
So
On my end, I'm just not much. I haven't put out a YouTube video on my channel in a while. Hopefully, I'll do it again soon. Um, but mainly intensive treatment right now is what I'm looking forward to and mostly looking at to work on content for. So
yeah,
yeah, um, with that out of the way, we thank you all a million times over. We love you all. We can't wait to give you guys more content and have more fun with Arkham in the near future. Um, Peace out, stay locked up, and we'll see you all in the next one.
take care, everyone.